Your own preferences are preferences that are based on your own free will or your own choosing. So that's to say that preferences are not your own when they have been forced upon you by some external source. So, for instance, um, Gooden seems to focus on advertising that was present years ago for cigarettes and tobacco. There was a great deal of advertising that passed on false information that smoking cigarettes was not unhealthy, and that smoking cigarettes was glamorous. And essentially, this caused people to prefer smoking cigarettes even though they may not have freely chosen to do so if they were not presented with these persuasive commercials and advertising. One's preferences may not be their own if they were peer pressured into engaging in the harmful activity, into using the harmful drug. Perhaps subliminal messaging is another way in which one's preferences could potentially not be their own. Another way in which one's preferences might not be their own is if they were caused to have these preferences by their culture or their society. They were trained and conditioned to partake in the harmful activity. The common thread through all of these cases is essentially that the person has preferences that are not completely and wholly and genuinely of their own choosing. And therefore, the general preference to partake in that harmful activity is not their own. Therefore, the government would be justified in passing paternalistic laws that prevent them and protect them from that harmful activity, again, in the first place.